porta potty is really reasonable. Jesus room. That's what she's. Oh, Jenny, you scared the heck out of me. Okay, guys, I'm been asked to come over to a friend's house. They want to put in a swimming pool and then also put in like an outdoor pool house, kind of hangout area. So she's taken me through her sister's house and showed me some pictures, and I went and looked at that to get some ideas what she's looking for. Now it's my job to come to her house and to find a way to implement all her ideas and to find a way to make it work with her home. So some ideas don't always work with every single house, but at least those visuals help me a great deal when I get to their property to start laying things out. So I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. We're gonna go walk around the backyard, take some measurements, and then I'll show you how I come up with some ideas and try to give them as many options as possible, because there's several ways to skin a cat, and there's good, better, best, also low, medium, and high in cost. So we'll find out what their budget is and find out what is the perfect solution. So let's get started. This video is sponsored by Olight. Olight's having their best sale of the year starting right now, running through November 27th. They're selling some of their products with up to 50% off. This is by far one of the best sales they have all year. They have been kind enough to send us a couple of their new flashlights. I'm holding their brand new Warrior X4. This thing is truly a tactical flashlight. It comes with a holster for a quick release. So if you wear it on your belt, you can get it off. It goes right back in. This one has 2,600 lumens and a 630 meter throw. This is truly a tactical flashlight. And what I like about it, it's easily rechargeable with the USB port. It just clicks on the end. This is one bright light. It has a flash mode on here. Don't want to blind you with it. And then you hit the next button, and then you can see this thing a long way. I have a chicken coop clear in the background. I don't know if you can see it. I'm flashing it on there. Please click on the link provided and it will take you to the website. There are coupon codes available for Brad the Builder family, but it only applies to non-sale items. Many of these are deeply discounted for this Black Friday sale. Use the discount code BTB for Brad the Builder 10, BTB 10. You'll get 10% off code. All right, I'm gonna bring my tape measure because I need to measure the outside of their house. We're really trying not to do much on the inside. They just did a major remodel, and now they want to take it to the next phase where they have an outdoor, beautiful living space. So another thing I'm looking for is how do we get to the backyard? They've got a lot of nice access right here to get bobcats in. This will be a major construction zone if we put this project together. This will be the second time I've been, so I'm coming back because I need to get some measurements, and I wanted to show you guys where I need to start with. What I like to do is I'll take some pictures of the exterior of the house, and then I'll have some good ideas when I get back to my office when I show my measurements and some limitations, because if we put an addition on here, we've got bedroom windows up above, so we can't mess around with that. That is a remodeled kitchen. There's a kitchen window, and then that's their dining room. So this is the original home, but I have some ideas, and let me show you once we get up here what she's thinking. Okay, let me just take a couple of pictures. So here's one important thing that you're not picking up on today because it's very cloudy, but that is straight west is the sun. So their backyard, they can hardly ever use this backyard because if that tree wasn't there, this is a fairly new neighborhood, that this back patio gets so hot that they can't even hang out in there. So they've got some umbrellas. The idea is to have the pool, because we have neighbors on both sides, a neighbor over there. So we're kind of in a fishbowl, if you will. So if they have a backyard patio pool party, all the neighbors are looking at them at their pool. So I've got to come up with a couple of ideas on create some privacy, because if we put in a pool, most likely every one of these trees are going to have to go, which is sad, because when you see these big trees, even though the trunk is clear over there, the root system of a tree goes out as far as the branches. So when you disrupt the soil, you're pretty much going to kill the tree. It may not die right away, but probably will happen in the next 2 to 3 years that tree dies. So it's better to deal with it right away than try to build around it and then try to figure out how to take a tree down after you've got this beautiful pool and an outdoor area. So that is a sad part. We don't have a lot of trees in this area. Those big trees have got to go. And so let me give you some ideas with my designs, what I'm kind of thinking. Another thing that I've got to pay attention to is this is our dining room. So you can see we've got 4 steps coming down here. Do they want to have the same thing where you step down and come out to this outdoor living space? Or do they want to have it elevated at the same level and then put these steps out into the yard going down to the pool? So there's 2 ways to do that. The jury's out. I'm still not, in my mind, thinking which is the right or wrong way. But let me get some measurements here. I want to get this outside to outside, 110 inches. I bet this is 4. Oh, I am good. Exactly, 48 inches. You would think I've done this before. I'm not concerned with that part of the house because this is where I believe the pool is going to go over that way. So I've got this. My last dimension, this is the kitchen. I'll draw it inside so I know there's the kitchen sink. $252 inches. Okay, 53 inches. I've got a big problem, or I should call it a situation. Remember, we don't have problems. Let me move this grill out of the way and you can see this. All the power to the house is right back here. We got the phone, the power, we have gas lines. If I can avoid having to move this stuff, that's what I would like to do. So one idea I have is to find a way that I start building pool house, because it's really kind of an outdoor area. It's not a 4 seasons room, it's more of a 3 seasons room. That's what she's, oh, Jenny, you scared the heck out of me. So what do you think? Because my concern is these windows, those meet egress. You have to have get out of a window in case of a fire. So we can change the shapes of them, but we can't block them in. You can't build up against your house.
Do you have to have 2 windows? Like,
no, you can make them 1.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Can we change the window completely and make it higher and side by side, or can we?
No, they have to be 36 inches off the floor.
Okay.
So you can get out of it. But if we change the windows, what are you trying to
Could
to
we make
get
that
by
one window over there?
Uh-huh.
And then have that much space
to build something out over here
or whatever.
There's no reason why this roof line couldn't go up and kind of be flat, and we could come up with a different. Let's leave things alone and let's design stuff with our limitations. We're limited with the windows.
Yep.
We have this area here that I want to stay away from the power. So this would be a spot that we can do a bathroom, come off, get it up off the ground.
I don't want to do that space in between. If we can avoid any empty spaces.
Here's the reason why. You got to move that power and all that. I have to check, but that usually costs lots of money to relocate all that power. And you're going to need storage back here anyway.
Hide it? I mean, I see what you're saying. You wanted to do that thing where this would actually be open to the sky. Yeah, so you would come in, you would walk down these steps. Now you're out. There's your pool out into the yard. That tree's gone. And right in this area here is where the room is. So the back wall hides that neighbor, right? And then your pool, and we'll have to plant some trees or bushes or something to hide that neighbor eventually, like some pines or something. But now you're coming off your dining room and you're coming out. This is your patio area, and that's where the pool is, where that tree is going. Yeah. So if we pulled it away from the house, is it okay if you walk out that door and then come outside to get to this space? Because it's a 3 season. It's not. I know, that's not what I wanted, but yes. I mean, that's what I kind of am feeling now. Like, take away some of the dreamy parts and make it work. I mean,
we should make it with your budget, right? First.
I just don't want to spend that much all in.
Right. And when we start,
and we haven't even talked landscape and cement and
I know.
And taking these
has the pool guy made it out yet? He was sick last time?
No, he was sick, and I know I'm still holding on to mine.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more allergies, but it's just
probably
making me crazy.
So I was just getting some measurements here because we had met before, so then I can get something a little more concrete design-wise to show you a couple options.
Remember when you said you really wanted to go out because it would create that shade because we're west facing?
Yeah, because that sun's that way. I'd rather that we're sitting in the room looking this way out. So if we're taking the room and face it this way, we're just inviting all that sun in, creating the exact same thing you have here.
Okay.
So we want to take the room from going this way, all the sun coming in. If we turn it, now it's linear, and then you're blocked. But when you want the sun, which is automatically going to be right here by the pool, but you could step up, get under cover, and then you're in the shade, but you're still looking at the pool, you're hanging out. You got maybe the outdoor, you have the fireplace, the kitchenette, the bar. It would be nice to have that bathroom outside, because your bathrooms
It would be really nice.
keep people from running in and out of the house.
I've seen other people do it to where it's not even attached to, so like maybe on that side, it's not even attached to it's not inside the room.
The pool, the bathroom?
Yeah, I've seen it like at lakes where you literally go in, but you're walking into a nice bathroom.
One would be is put it right there, possibly, or worst case, we do it, we build it clear out, and it's out there into the yard more where you.
But isn't that a fortune to do?
I don't know. It's all about the plumbing. So I just got to get a plumber involved, figuring out where that comes from.
I mean, I feel like,
your basement's finished too, right?
well, not well.
Oh, it's not well. So that's
So, I mean,
another little project.
I don't really. Yeah, it is
okay.
another project.
Okay. Well, if that at least because we have to get to the ceilings and then to the floors. So.
Do we do it this way?
Like this could almost be a continuation of your deck. Maybe this steps down 2 steps, and we're here, and then we build your pool house just so you only have 2 steps down to the pool. You step down, you come out of this room, here's level, you come down to here. That's actually just 1 step down.
I would rather have these be like probably concrete and.
Yeah, we could,
like,
or we do them Trex, or do something that it's a continuation of that room.
I'm the 9th of 10 kids, so everyone else is older.
Okay, you're
Was
the
one of
baby.
reason-
Yeah.
Well, 9 of 10, one more. I'm thinking, and I was doing this for my parents when we first were going to do this. They both have died. I don't know if you know
Yes,
that.
yeah,
Okay,
you remember, yeah.
So I thought it was really important to have it all on one level.
Your house is out of the ground, so we have to deal with that. I mean, we're not going to
That
raise.
was the most expensive part, though, right?
But your pool, we're not going to raise that out of the ground. Your pool is
Right.
going to be out there. So always, that's a constant. You're going to be stepping down. It's just where do you want to start stepping down? We could have that come out to a deck area, and keep that level and
See,
keep
and I
this and
feel
this
like
elevated, and then you step down and go to the pool.
I feel like if you have to step down at all, can it all be on the same level and just the garage doors and the screens come up?
Are we okay if you want
go to the ground.
just keep this down, or we just build this level, keep coming all the way out, and build this outdoor living space at that same, like this becomes like a deck.
You're the expert.
So this is like the deck. We have 1, 2, 3 steps we have to deal with. Where do we want those steps? And to me, it seems a little more interesting if this was like a patio up above going out to there, and then you step down to the pool. We could then maybe put a covered thing over top
I
of
see what you're
this.
saying. You take the cement patio.
Take this thing's out, and all this goes out to the pool. This is now elevated deck like your sister's. It's all that Trex decking.
Yep.
And we could do, since that window, we might lose that window possibly, but we could put like a shed roof over this, so when you come outside, you're under shade, or if it's raining, whatever, and then you can continue and maneuver and get over into this spot. And I can draw that out for you and show you. But if we can do it where it's like a deck, and it's not insulated, and we don't have to worry about air conditioning, and just it's mostly just big screened in porch area.
Yeah.
But nice finishes on the inside, like the ceilings, and then you have your barbecue
Countertop
grill.
still.
Countertop, the grill area where you kind of hang out. People aren't going into this kitchen. You have a secondary kitchen living room outside.
Right.
You already have all your utilities. You got your gas lines. So
you don't have to touch anything.
So this becomes like a wall. So you
So the
have
bathroom
storage.
Still makes sense there.
Yeah, we could
Just
still
winterize it.
just figure. Yeah, maybe we can finish up so it's part of a year round. The way you make it year round is we have to continue adding this stuff out. Then we start adding all kinds of extra costs. I'm trying to leave your house alone, build from the outside out.
Yeah.
Okay. A porta potty is really reasonable. My wife won't even go in. She got in one time.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. She's still
anything not to, but
no, she's still in therapy because it was a double dog dare. What I'm afraid of, Jenny, is we need to plan this so it would be a spring start. That gives us plenty of time to think it through, try stuff out, And all these pool guys, I mean, they're really limited. We could build this in the wintertime. It's not a big deal. Get this built and make sure we have enough room. Talking to the pool guy, they can get around us. And then this is done, then the pool comes second. We'll design it and they'll say, hey, we can't have you build this, Brad, for XYZ. Then pool first, we come in second. We'll find out which one it is.
So do we need the architect for this?
No, I'm going to be your guy. You don't need to, I mean, you can always have an architect. You just need a draftsman.
Okay.
So you don't need to spend that extra money. If something needs to be engineered, which is highly unlikely, then we have an engineer. So I got my measurements and
Okay. No, feel free to do what you need to do.
Okay. Yeah, this is off the ground. 24 inches. Okay. Here's my notes. Okay. Let me do a quick drawing, show you what I'm thinking. So I'll just do the house here, what we just did. So that's what I find that's so important, meet with Jenny, that we have ideas, but if you can draw it out, and not so much on floor plan, but if I need to bring it to life. Some people really need to see it in 3D. So here's what I'm thinking we need to do is bring this thing out. Here's kind of what she wants, and she wants it this way, where it's a vaulted ceiling coming down. I could probably come in here somehow and add this bath. So maybe the bathroom looks like this. I'll just roughly put it in. What I would even suggest is where these steps are coming down, is bring this out more, and maybe it does this. These are some steps just for conversation. So here's the bathroom. This is storage, a gate of some sort. Remember, this is the power, and I also have the kitchen window. Here's the kitchen sink. So I'm going to leave all this open. And then you'll come into this room, and what one time we talked about is maybe putting a fireplace at this end. That's what her sister had. And maybe when you come into here, you come around. This was where her barbecue grill could be, a sink, and we talked about maybe a big table. And then this was where a couch would go. Then the pool would be sitting right over here. This would be raised. All that comes out, so it's all on one level, walking in and out of the house. These are gone, because that's her dining room table here, is what she has. And this is her living room now. With my measurements, and I'll talk to my plumber, find out what it's going to cost to really put a bathroom in here. So what we're seeing here, you guys, is just the start of when I meet with the customer. I had met Jenny earlier, and then I came back to get some measurements. Luckily, she was back here again. I wanted to find out if she had any ideas or changes, and she did. She's realizing what things cost. Pools are no longer 75 to 100,000. They're like 200,000 plus. To do this indoor-outdoor space is probably going to be another 150 to 200,000, because she wants a barbecue grill, fireplaces. It's going to be covered. We have these phantom screens that go up and down. Those are all expensive things, but I'll be able to option it all out. But it's important that I know their budget. So when we're designing it, I'm designing it to meet their budget. I'm not coming up with all these grandiose ideas and find out the thing's 350,000. It's really cool when they only wanted to spend 150. So it's a key that I get the true budget from the homeowner. That way, when I design it, it works. Sometimes people say, we want to spend about 150 or 200, full well knowing they're going to be over budget, that they're thinking they don't want to go over 300,000. So if they're holding back 100 grand, that does none of us any favors. I need the exact amount of money with a little bit of cushion, like 10 or 20 grand, not 100,000, so that I can give them what they want. This is a start. My next step is to get this to our drafting guys and start bringing this to life, so I'll keep you guys posted. So I hope you enjoyed this. So this hopefully will be a cool swimming pool next summer. All right, so now I'm going to take this back to my office, make some more notes, fine tune it, because it's a little bit of a chicken scratch. And with that, I'll pass it on to my draftsman, and we'll be able to get back with Jenny, because she's such a visual gal. We all are. That sure seems to help. So I'm going to get back in my truck and head into town. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your comments. Give me some tips on what you think we should do on this house. I'm all ears. This is at the design phase. There's nothing that's permanent. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next job site.